Hello folks, my name is Bo Haddon. Welcome to Bravo Kennel and my home. I want to talk to you today about a subject that's come up so many times over the decades. I can't even remember how many it's been, but here we go. It's the raw diet. People ask me, do I feed raw? What do I think about the raw diet, etc., etc.? Folks, I am 100% against the raw diet, and I'll tell you why. When I was active in the dog shows, I saw a lot of beautiful dogs, all different breeds, and there were advocates for the raw diet, and then there were advocates against the raw diet. And everyone that I spoke to or heard anything about what they were saying, they were speaking in a very calm and educated manner, no fanatics. So it made it really hard for me to determine which is the best road to walk, because they all sounded very intelligent. Well, I had this lady that I knew in New York. She was a dog professional. I mean, there's no other way of saying it. She was a vet tech for over 30 years, okay? And she not only was a vet tech for 30 years before I met her, she had the #1 English Mastiffs in the United States in her day. And she also had the #1 Staffordshire Terrier in the world, because she won the world show with that dog. So I asked her about the raw diet one day, and she was awesome. She was just like one of the guys, you know, cut and dry. Let's cut the BS. Just say it the way it is, you know. She said, Bo, look, it's like this. If you want to shorten your dog's life and make it sick, feed it raw. They're not wolves anymore. I said, that's it. I don't need to hear nothing else ever again. I'll never do raw. But she explained to me after, you know, saying that opening statement, she said, well, first of all, you're exposing your dog to disease and parasites for no benefit. Dogs get salmonella and E. coli just like we do. And one of the main sources for salmonella in our world is raw chicken. So you're giving your dog something that's highly capable of making it sick, okay? And that's just on the salmonella point. Now, there's other meats that they use in the raw diet, I know. But you don't know how they were handled, and you don't know what kind of diseases or parasites might be in that, okay? The other thing is this too, it's not a balanced nutritional diet. So you have people that will say, well, I just add it to the kibble. Okay, well, you're adding something to the kibble that could make them sick. So what's the benefit? Oh, well, if you cook meat, it deprives, or it takes away from the nutritional level when you cook meat. Well, this is true. It is true. I mean, I wouldn't debate that. But when you freeze meat, you also lose nutritional value. And where do most of the raw food come from that they use to feed dogs? Raw frozen meat. Most of the people are not getting it fresh off the hoof. So, but they don't talk about that. So anyway, I had somebody that got a dog from me that kept talking to me about the raw diet. And, you know, after the third time, they keep asking you, they're just looking to ask you the same question in a different way to try to get you to answer them the way they want to hear it. So I knew that he was going to feed the dog raw meat. I knew it. But, you know, you can only advise people, and once a dog is in their possession and they take the dog home, it's theirs. So, you know, that's how it is. Anyway, this particular dog had a sister that was like a clone. I mean, it was unbelievable how identical they looked. And the one sister went on to be the most famous junior champion Presa Canario in the Rarities Dog Show. She broke all kinds of records. That was Bravo Kennel's Leah, okay? And she was fed properly the way I recommended. And her sister, by this other guy, fed the raw. And the dog was emaciated. I mean, the dog looked like it was starved to death. It was horrible. It was all I could do, you know, not to want to beat him up. But the raw diet is not a healthy, good diet, in my opinion, okay? Especially not for young dogs. Especially not for young dogs. Now, there was one circumstance that I had, someone got a dog from me that he had him loose in his backyard, which is normal in Brooklyn, and he had a beautiful garden, and there were plants in there that the dog ate that made him horribly sick, really bad. Okay, and this man did everything he could to save the dog, and he spent a lot of money on vet bills, and he did save the dog, but it was touch and go for a long time. And he was feeding him all kinds of great food, and he was like, Bo, he won't eat for me. I don't know what to do. He said, I've tried everything. I've cooked this, I've cooked that. I tried the boiled liver, which, if you have a sick dog, if all dogs go nuts for boiled liver. If you have a dog that won't eat boiled liver, your dog is really, really in bad shape. Or if you have a female that just got home, yeah, you better bring that dog to the vet immediately. If it won't eat the cooked liver, that dog is really in bad shape. Or if you have a female that just had puppies coming home from the vet, they usually don't want to eat right after they have puppies. They always eat a little bit of cooked liver. But anyway, he tried everything, and this dog, the dog's name was Bravo, Bravo Kennels Bravo. And he tried everything, and he said, Bo, I just can't get him to eat anything. I don't know what to do. I mean, at this point, I think maybe I should try giving him raw, because he's going to starve to death. I told him, Frank, feed him raw. If he's not eating, he's got to eat something. I mean, you have to do something. So in that circumstance, he ate, and he was able to recover. And once he got strong again, then the dog didn't want to eat the raw anymore. But anyway, that's the only circumstance that I feel was worthwhile, that it was okay to feed raw, okay? But aside from that, as a basic nutritional program, that was an emergency situation, okay? That's different. But as a regulated nutritional program, diet, I am 100% against the raw. And there's a lot that you don't get from it. And the cooked food with the kibble has always done sensational for us here at Bravo Kennel. And that's all that I ever recommend. So anyway, folks, hope that helped you out. Hope you have a great, healthy dog. And on that note, the Presa Canario, best breed in the world. Bye for now.